Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Danny here at TDFX, Trader Danny FX for the long version, should I say? Today I'm just going to be breaking down a trade. I don't think it was it yesterday? Sorry, it was, yeah, a trade that happened yesterday and a nice setup that I would usually take. But because I was in work at the time, I wasn't able to check. I missed it, unfortunately. But yeah, so this was based on a bullish basis, based on the fact that this high got broken above, and as long as this kind of area remains intact and doesn't get obliterated, I'm still considering it bullish, basically because we had the break above this high, and then anything that's come back down here, I'm considering this maybe some form of retracement before price goes up. Obviously, if that doesn't happen and price just obliterates all these gaps and everything and just comes down here, then obviously I gotta go back to the drawing board. But until this bias gets ruined, then I'm still keeping that bullish mindset, even though there's a lot of mess in between here. There usually is when it's in times of reversal. But yeah, so let's dive in. So price broke above this, came over here, remained above this daily OB level. Yep, came back to the optimal trade entry area of the 705 and the 62 something. I can't see 62 whatever, but it's getting blocked, so I can't see. But you know that area, 62 around the 62 something area, 70 area. There was a gap here, gap there, a market gap here. Gap there, mate. There's just gaps everywhere. Gaps. These are all dailies as well. So even though it looks messy, I'm still factoring all of these. But in terms of today, say if we delete this one and delete this one, just in terms of clarity, and keep these two here. Price came down here. This price came down. This is a gap. Gap down here, closed above, retested here. Also gap down here, closed above this OB area. Price fairly strongly closed above all of these gaps here, above this one, that one, all of them here, the 5 that were there, and it closed up here on the daily. So I was considering this a chance for price to maybe push up some more. So go into the 15-minute where I usually look for my setups. Asian session. Right, let's see what we got. Right, so coming out of Asian session here, right, we've got this 15-minute OB here. OB meaning all the red candles going down. There's no blue in here before that, but we also have this 15-minute OB here. So in terms of which one to come to, I guess if I wanted to be the most safe and most patient person, I was waiting for this one to come and get tagged. But considering the fact that this is basically an OB that is within this OB, and fair value gap for both. Well, the OB would get hit before this fair value gets hit for this one, but for this one, the fair value gap would get hit before this one gets hit. Sounds like I'm yapping a lot, but basically, ideally, the more ideal situation would for this one to get hit, just in case you enter somewhere here and then it comes back on you to get this one. But when I was looking and saw price tag this area, wow. When I was looking, so the OB gets hit first, but this fair value gap does actually get touched in terms of IOFED, as ICT would call it. I can't remember what it fully stands for, but I know it begins with institutional order flow something, but I can't remember what the full name of it is. So as this tags into here, basically this kind of OB looking, all red candles here, basically like a double bottom OB. Consider this level the OB, and then when I looked, yeah, if I was to enter here, I was looking at the risk. The risk is literally 3.5 pips max. You can literally go in, even if risking 1% isn't all that, but if you wanted to be even safer, you could risk even, I don't know, 0.75%. So say the stop loss 3.5 pips. That's enough for me to, after seeing this. So the fair value gap was touched. The 15-minute OB was touched. 3.5 stop loss. I'm willing to take that risk. In terms of TPs now, I'm trying to remember how I was trying to decide this. I'll take the STD fib, standard deviation fib. Don't get any dodgy ideas. STD target fib. Right, taking it up to 2 standard deviations, 2.5. That one is decent, 3.26, but in terms of me sometimes wanting a little bit more, ideally, I guess, if you want to be very smart, just go for that. And just leave it there. But at the same time, going for 3 standard deviations, you got like a 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio right there. So after price coming back to this area, that's where I would enter. Mate, look at the state of that, bro. Price just blasted. Price just went, man, within the space of what? So I would have entered on this red candle, coming back to this OB level, to the point of this TP area. Flipping 12 minutes, man. Within 12 minutes, that's a 4% profit right there. Damn it, man. I wasn't even able to get this. I was looking at all of this, because I had to look away from the screen for about 5 minutes. This had already happened. And because it went away so fast, I didn't really get any other opportunity to enter. And then that just happened. But yeah, that was a 4% risk to reward ratio, which was great. And then, one sec, I'm just doing this for the sake of the cover of what you'll probably see on this. I don't know if you're watching on YouTube or TikTok, but I want to just put this here real quick. Yep, that looks nice. And then let's move on. So what happened next? So I missed that one, and also there was another 15-minute OB. Well, get out of my face. Another 15-minute OB that got left here. So my other thought was, I believe I missed this one too, but it left. I was busy that day, man. I was delivering some trainings in work. Nothing to do with this, just a job I have. But yeah, price was doing a bit of this. Price came here, tagged back into this 15-minute OB and a big massive buy side imbalance. Sell side in, oh, I almost got it. Buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. Damn, mate, I've been trying to remember what that stood for ages. I got the buy side imbalance, so it's and vice versa, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. Damn, bissies and sibbies. Bro, it was taking me ages. I could have looked it up, but I just wanted to remember. So, right, price tagged into that second 15-minute OB that we saw here, middle of London session, left behind a 1-minute OB here. Price came, didn't touch it yet, played around a little bit, comes down to test it. So the next opportunity I would have gone for was to be put there. I'd say 4.3 stop loss, about a 4.3 stop loss. And in terms of, no, where would I even, I don't know. Where would I even, let's see. Where would I even TP this? I didn't take this, by the way. I'm just trying to, 2, 3, yeah, 3.67, 3.7 there. Okay, so say when price came back to there, I'd be in this. Now I'm trying to figure out, me being a trader, normally I think when price would come up to this area, I would probably move my stop loss a little bit. So if I'm the trader I believe I am, when that comes down here, I would have probably got stopped out there. Reason being, if I put my stop loss here, just above, the commissions, the commission spread or whatever you call it, would make me finish at a bit of a loss rather than securing a bit of profit. So I'd have to move it a bit further, and I essentially would have got taken out right there. Now, say if I was to have deemed this high not being sufficient enough for me to move my stop loss yet, and maybe I wanted to see it to come up to this high, I would then, maybe I wouldn't have say if somebody had if I hadn't deemed this as being a place to move my stop loss and wanted it to get here, I would still be in the trade at this point, but realistically I probably wouldn't be. But say if I was, price comes here, I definitely would have protected my stop loss now. What does price do? Okay, so if my stop loss would have been about here, I'd still be in the trade. What does price do? Price plays around quite a bit, and then comes up to this level, comes up to 2 standard deviations. Okay, there we go. 3 standard deviations, 3.7 risk to reward ratio. That would have hit profit. If I but the thing is, right, I would love to say, oh yeah, I should have not moved my stop loss. Yeah, and I would put it there, but in realism, I probably would have, because that's quite a significant move for me to not protect my stop loss, because I would have considered this high getting broken, this high higher high, higher low, higher high, even this little fair value gap, I would have put all this, marked all this out, and hoped that price would have respected that and not come back to hit my entry level. But in realism, it would have. But if you're the type of trader that would have waited a bit longer, then maybe you would have protected your stop loss down here and you'd still be in the trade, and then price maybe could have got you a 3.7 risk to reward ratio. But yeah, that would have been a pretty decent trade as well. Let me just put down there for the thumbnail or whatever. Right, that's that. Okay, but yeah, 2 opportunities there. 1 I missed, which would have been great, and 2, even if I did get in it, I probably would have been stopped out, but potentially maybe not. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this content. There'll be more and more input and insight I'll be giving you as the channel goes on, and the more I take trades. But obviously it's early days yet, so this is what I'm going with. If you find any of this content valuable at all or interesting whatsoever, yeah, none of it's advice. This is just basically showing you the way I trade. If you maybe get anything at all from it, please be sure to jump on board, drop a like, subscribe, follow, depending on which platform you're watching this on, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.